back to the Pat Mayo Experience. Sanderson Farms, DraftKings picks, and preview. And if you like golfers you've never heard of, then you'll love the Sanderson Farms. It's kind of ridiculous. Jeff Bergerson's on the line with me from FantasyGolfInsider.com. Jeff, how interested are you in Cheston Hadley at $11,500?
I love Cheston as a GPP play. Not so much at 11.5, however, this week.
Yeah, that's a bit much, I think.
It's a little bit crazy, although I don't know who you would pick out of this field that would be more than him. I mean, are there other guys that you love so much more than Cheston Hadley?
No, but I mean, all things being equal, I think I try to take some of the savings. Like, it's funny because I mean, just based on name value alone, like we run through the top 10. The top 10 for the Sanderson Farms is Hadley, Jason Kokrak, Chris Kirk, Dirt McGirt, Bronson Burgoon, Streelman, Ben Martin, Austin Cook, Johnny Bird. Luke Donald withdrew, right?
Yeah, it says he's out.
All right, so Luke Donald's not playing. You know, he would have shaped up to be a fine play here. Like, I think I would go just for some context for the Sanderson Farms. If you look back the past 3 years, you have Cody Gribble won last year. The year before that, it was Peter Malamati, and the year before that, it was Nick Taylor. All Web.com grads of that year. I think that just might be the route to play here. Just go after some Web.com guys. Like, are there any Web.com guys in this field that you're especially targeting?
Yeah, there's several guys actually.
Okay.
I like Andrew Landry at 8,900. He's a real solid putter. He looked good at Safeway with a T7 after a great Web.com season. He was one of my favorite guys in my preview article of new players on the tour this year, which we still have posted on the homepage of our website. So if you guys want to check it out, do that. I like him at 8,900. Tyler Duncan looked really good at Safeway. He was close, but kind of fell back as you might expect a rookie on the tour. But he finished T5 after a T12 in the Web.com championship. So he's a decent price at 8,100. But you're going to get some of these Web.com guys at really low ownership. And that happened at Safeway. So I like going that route because we've seen the last 3 years, like you said, guys who are rookies on the tour and aren't really known that much are very capable of winning in a field like this.
Other than that, I think I would just go, if I was going to pay up, I probably wouldn't pay up for Cheston Hadley. I'd pay up for more name value guys. Like Chris Kirk is starting to turn it around a little bit. I don't really love him. Dirt McGirt has a really good course history here, but he's like 10,200. I think I would kind of attack this, like Ben Martin at 9,400 seems super solid to me. He's just a really good iron player, and listen, weirdly enough, he's kind of the class of this field, along with like Kokrak. Oh man, this is such a sad field.
I think what they should have done is take those 10 and 11,000 price guys and just make everyone up there in the 9K range.
Yeah, just allow for a bit more flexibility. But
yep.
Like, what about like Streelman? Like Streelman's fine.
Yeah, I'm lukewarm on Streelman. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay more balanced this week. I'm not going to own any of those guys up top. I don't like them for that price. And then you have to try and stretch yourself down at the bottom, which is really gruesome once you get down to that low 7 and even 6K range. There's a few guys who I'll take flyers on, but I'm going to stay mostly in that 9 and 8K and then high 7K range.
Is one of the guys you're taking a flyer on Two Gloves Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy Gainey, he's back.
Yep, that's right.
Who are the guys down in that range? Because we got Boner Jams is down there. Brendan Todd. Well, I haven't seen Brendan Todd in years. Dickie Pride's in this field. Ken Duke is actually $6,600. Like Ken Duke, well, being an old man, like at least he plays on the PGA Tour.
That's right.
Who are the guys that you're actually targeting down there, though, that you think might have a chance?
Cody Gribble at 7,700. He's shown he can play here. And funny enough, when you look at Gribble and Malnati, what do they do best? They putt. So that might be an angle to look at this week if you're looking at key stats, is guys who putt really well. Both were in the top 20 on the PGA Tour last year, ranked in putting. So that's a decent angle. 7,600, Keith Mitchell. Interesting guy. And I always want to say Pete Mitchell. And maybe I'm just excited for Top Gun 2, which is going to happen now. I don't know what it is, but he's a guy who in his last 7 events has 4 top 6s. Web.com events, but still, they're top 6s, 2 missed cuts, and a withdraw. So he's a high upside GPP play. Do you like Keith Mitchell or Top Gun 2?
I prefer Top Gun 2.
Have you seen a picture of Kelly McGillis lately?
I have not. How's it looking?
She's going to need to turn that around in a hurry.
Oh, well, I mean, some guys can turn their putting around in a hurry. Maybe she can turn it around in a hurry. Okay.
That's right.
I got a name for you. $7,200. And you're going to laugh, but he played better at Safeway. And if we talk about, like, overall talent in this field, we haven't seen it in a while, but we've seen golfers make comebacks before. Hunter Mahan.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it could be. He's done it before. 7,200. You could take a flyer on him. I don't think I'm going to, but have at it.
He is the number one putter in this field, based off PGA stats over the last 24 rounds.
That's interesting.
And do you know who number 3 is? Landry. So I like that call.
Yep.
And number 2 is a guy that I just periodically use during the swing season and some of these like lesser events. It's Richie Werenski, and he's number 2 in this field in putting over that range.
Yeah, Werenski is interesting, and he's made 8 consecutive cuts. So he's a consistent guy, and again, remember, now we're playing with a cut in this event, so we got to get 6 through the cut. We're kind of gotten used to this no cut event thing, but we got to get guys through the cut first, and he's a guy who has made a lot of cuts and actually 4 top 25s in that stretch. So I like Werenski as well.
Other guys that rank inside the top 10, obviously the web.com stats aren't factored into this, but it's Mahan, Werenski, Landry, Malnati, Super Nintendo Chalmers, Dickie Pride, Donald not playing, Andrew Putnam, Keith Mitchell, Steve Wheatcroft, just another sort of like PGA grinder, Daniel Summerhays, Cameron Tringali ranks pretty highly. Harris English is $8,500. Like, that's not terrible. Seamus Power, we loved Seamus Power last year. He's only $8,000.
Yeah, absolutely. He's done it. He had a good rookie season, so I like him as well. I think you can build some decent GPPs, some decent GPP rosters. I wish the contests were a little bit bigger, but I'm definitely going to be entering some.
I'm looking at the web.com right now stats page, and where they obviously don't keep track of putting percentage, like strokes gained putting. Like, what do you think the best one to look at would be? Would it be, because putting average is very misleading in a way.
It is.
So, like, what would be the one to look at?
I think it's got to be putting average. I can't think of one that would be better. It's not as accurate as strokes gained putting, but I don't see an alternative. Putts per green, I don't know.
Yeah, putts per green would be better, but they also don't have that.
Oh, they don't have that for web.com?
No.
I don't know.
One putt percentage is bad too, because like putting average is really skewed towards the guys who suck at hitting greens in regulation.
Right. Do you remember not too long ago, Pat, when strokes gained was like the new stat, and we're just all mesmerized by it, and because it made so much sense?
Yeah, I do, and I'm in on it.
That wasn't that long ago.
All right, so I don't even know if all these guys are in the field. Okay, you cross-reference these guys and tell me if they're in the field or not. And then these are the top guys from the web.com tour last year in putting average, okay?
Okay. Like I have this field memorized?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, just control F it or something like that.
Okay.
Tom Lovelady?
Yeah, he's in the field.
All right, he was the number 1 putter on the web.com tour last year.
There you go. I think he's down in the 7K, low 7Ks. Yeah.
Now he was 107 in greens and regulation. So that would lead to him having converted a lot of really short putts. Now, Andrew Landry was second, and he was 31st in greens and regulation. So that really does pan out.
Good.
So Landry might be like the play here at 8,900.
It's going to be owned by like 80% of the field now.
Well, I mean, that means 4 of the 5 of us have him. It's not that big of a deal. Here's another
10
one.
of the 11 guys in the $300 event will have them.
Fifth, because I think the way they're going to do this is look at average versus greens and regulation. I think that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So Bryce Garnett was 5th in putting and 4th in greens and regulation.
Yeah, I kind of like him. He's at 8,600 this week.
That's not a bad play.
Yep.
Who else here is not like terrible? Is Ben Coles in the field?
I don't think so.
What about Steven Yagabombs? Is he in there?
I thought I saw his name. I think he might be in the field.
Let's see. Yager. No, he's not there.
No, he could even make this field. Huh?
What an exercise this is. What about Billy Kenderly?
Yeah, he's in the field.
All right, he's not bad.
Yeah, right.
Tyler Duncan ended up inside the top 20 in putting.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's good. Chesson Hadley is 21st. Someone named David Skins was 20. I don't think he... Is Abraham Answer in the field?
Yeah, he's at 7K.
He's a good...
He's in my core, actually.
He's a really good putter.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's about... Oh, Roger Sloan, like the 49-year-old Canadian. Good for him. Good putter.
Do you know him?
I don't know him, no. Not personally.
Oh.
I do recognize the name because in Canada, when you get like the scroll at the bottom of the page, it has they just show you every Canadian in the field. Because
okay.
Canadians we Canadians have a loser mentality like that. We don't really care who's in first place. We want to know who the top Canadian is. That's what we care about.
That's right.
The Olympics are the most embarrassing thing in the world. It's like, oh, this guy sets the world record and whatever, but the Canadian came like second last out of 100 people. That's pretty good though. Just an honor to be there. No one's really concerned about winning. All right, so let's give 5 plays for this tournament. We'll go like 2 at the top, 2 mid, and 1 at the bottom. So it looks like for us, we like Landry the best.
Yeah, and I'll go with Ben Martin.
Yeah, Landry and Ben
you
Martin.
like Martin.
Bryce Garnett from like sort of the middle tier, and Werenski maybe.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey, Daniel Summerhays is in this field?
Yeah, he's at 84.
Is he going to get busted for steroids? He's real jacked.
He is kind of jacked. Did you see that video of him dunking?
He can dunk?
Yeah.
He looks like he's like 5'5".
Well, I think he used the wall. I think he jumped off the wall, but...
No. Oh, okay. All right, so, and for my 2, like, bomb plays, oh my god, Ricky Barnes is in this field? that has first-round leader written all over it.
I'm going to go with Maverick Mitchell at 7,600, and then I'll go with...
Answer?
What do we talk about? Yeah, I'll go with Answer. Yep,
and I'll take Hunter Mahan from that group.
Okay. Throw in Taylor Gooch at 6,900, too.
The Gooch?
Yeah, throw in the Gooch. It's just throwing an extra chip on that roulette table just to see what the hell.
Well, I mean, there are... In terms of, like, underpriced guys that, like, we do know, like, David Hearn's in this field. Ricky Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Stephanie is there. Hollywood Hoagie is only $7,200. Like, if this is going to be a tournament where putting matters, like, should we give any consideration to Matt Every? He's $7,100. He putts.
Yeah, he can. I'll pass on him.
Oh man, this is the most like disheartening field of all time. Is this the worst? Is this the worst field that we get all year? Like it has to be, because at least in some of these, like even in like the Barracuda and the Barbasol, like Scott Piercy plays in it.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Going to compare it to, but even those fields are a little bit better than this. But it kind of says something about us that we're kind of like secretly like excited about this.
I'm just kind of excited to see the results. I don't know how excited I am to play it.
I just want to watch. Are they going to have Shot Tracker for this event?
They probably will.
That'll be a pleasure after the last couple of weeks without Shot Tracker. I just feel so incomplete.
Because the WGC won't have it.
No, WGC won't have it, and we haven't had it in several weeks. So.
And maybe the scoring will be up to date on this one.
Oh, that would be nice. Maybe we'll get to see the end of it too.
Oh wow, that would be just out of this world. I don't know how they could pull that off. Anyway, Jeff Bergerson, you can check him out everywhere on Twitter at Fantasy Golfers, and subscribe to FantasyGolfInsider.com to get all Jeff's plays, course breakdown. Did Pari do the course breakdown for this one?
What's that, Pat?
Did Hit the High Draw Pari do the course preview for this?
He did. He did a preview for both WGC and Sanderson. I did my core for both. All our tools are updated with both this week, so we've been kind of busting it hard to get everything out, especially since WGC starts on Wednesday night. So all the tools are updated for both events. We got everything up on the site now.
All right, cool. And if you go to fantasynational.com, there's new interactive graphs for approach distances, and there's a ton for Sanders. That's how I know it has Shot Tracker. Because on Fantasy National, it actually gives you the distributions of where the shots are coming from and the correlation stats that go along with everything. So that's a new feature up on fantasynational.com. So become a member today before you miss out, all right? I'm Pat Mayo. You can follow me at ThePME on Twitter. Check out my cheat sheet up on DKPlaybook.com. And for everything, a running list of all my content, MMA, football, golf, doesn't matter what it is, facebook.com/ThePME. Good luck this week. I'll see you next time.